guys, it's Mac. Thanks for tuning into another video. Super pumped to be back. Sorry about the week off last week, guys. Super busy week, and I didn't want to just like force a video out, quality over quantity every time. But I'm gonna bring you along. This is gonna be like a day in the life, as well as my 3K Q&A. I appreciate you guys so much, and I can't believe that we hit 3,000 subscribers. That's insane, guys. Feels like just yesterday I was thanking you guys for friggin' 1,000, and I remember I was so happy with literally my first 20 subs. I remember I was texting people, oh my God, I just hit 30. Oh my God, I just hit 50. Oh my God, I hit 100. And now we're at 3,000. It's unbelievable, and I just appreciate it so much, all right? So the first question, guys, that we got here is, how many hours do you study charts? Okay, and I'm gonna pop up everyone's Instagram handles right here or here or here or here during it, and that way you guys can see who asked the questions, check them out, check their page out, etc. But yeah, so how many hours do you study charts? At the beginning, I'd say I was on the charts probably 8 hours a day. I'd say 8 hours a day for probably 2 years straight of 8 hours a day. And then now I've kind of morphed it where, I'm on in the morning during my trading session or whatever. So I only trade the first 2 hours of New York now. So I'm on for the first 2 hours, and then I'll take a break, go to the gym, get everything done that I have to do midday. And then I'll come back at the end of the day and do my markups, end of day markups, go over anything that happened throughout the day. And yeah, that probably adds up to about, I'd say right now I'm probably on there 4 or 5 hours a day. Sometimes less, sometimes more. It honestly depends. But yeah, for the first bit of my journey, I'd say for a solid 2 years, I was on there 8 hours a day. Eat, sleep, breathe it. I'm still like that, but I'm just trying to have more balance, because what I've realized is I do better when I have balance. My results are better. I feel happier when I have balance, and I'm out, enjoying my day, enjoying the freedom that, trading allows us to have. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, and let's get on to the next one. Guys, I gotta show you. My new chair finally came in, guys. I ordered this in literally December of last year. And this thing is unbelievable on my back. Like, I finally have back support. It's ergonomic, so it's meant for, actual back support, unlike this total lie from Amazon. Absolutely need probably back surgery after using that chair for as long as I did. But yeah, guys, this is the setup right now. Obviously, you guys know, see it on Instagram all the time. But yeah, super excited to have this now, because now I have the stand-up option, right? I just put that there, and then I also can sit down now and actually enjoy it. But the view is nice, guys. It's a nice, beautiful, spring day. Yeah, I'm just super excited to be able to sit down and enjoy my day now. I'm super excited to be able to enjoy sitting here. All right, guys, so the second question that I have here is, how do you maintain such a high level of focus? How do I maintain such a high level of focus? I eliminate all the distractions that I need to eliminate. I'm a person that if I have distractions in front of me, I'm gonna get distracted. So my trading setup, for example, I have my phone shut off or away on the other desk or something like that. I don't have YouTube or anything like that going. I have a focus playlist that I can link in the bio of this video. I linked it in the last one as well. But just, I put headphones on, and it really helps me tap into that flow state. And just, yeah, obviously notifications off on everything, and just, do whatever you're trying to do it at 100%. Like, we waste so much time thinking we're being productive because we're at a certain place. Say you're at the library for 4 hours, but you're actually only doing work for 15 minutes. That's 3 hours and 45 minutes wasted if you think about it. And the same thing goes for anything that you're doing. You'd be surprised how quick you would achieve things throughout the day if you just put your phone down and focused on what you were actually trying to achieve. It's unbelievable. And I used to be the person, I would kind of go through the motions, in the sense that I would put myself in places that I could say, I guess, that, oh, I was doing this all day. But at the end of the day, after reflecting, I'm like, okay, but what did I actually get done? So that biggest thing for me would to be eliminate all distractions and just make the environment a focus enhanced environment that you can really help yourself succeed, right? And time is the most valuable currency. We don't get that back. So wasted time we don't realize it, but that extra YouTube video binge or that extra Netflix show that you watch at night, instead of putting that effort towards what you actually should be doing, adds up, guys. It adds up exponentially. So that's my question. Sorry, that's my answer to that question. Make your little area a distraction-free zone. Make it your little workspace. You know, it's your spot. It's your money-making station. That's what I like to call this little area here. And I try to, you know, just promote a focus-based environment, whether that be with headphones on. As soon as I put headphones on, I know I'm ready to go. I know I'm in the zone, and I hope that helps you. All right, guys, so just driving to the gym now. Got some shoulders, legs, abs. It's been a pretty easy day, guys, just driving to the gym now. But, you know, I like to chill on Saturdays. I like to take a break, and especially with it being Easter weekend, I'm trying to give myself an actual break. I feel like it's super important. But let's jump into the third question that I have here. What was it like executing your very first trade on a live account? Oh my God, it is different. It is different. And I know all my friends, all you trader people out there that have gone from demo to live, I guarantee you guys know exactly the feeling. It's unbelievable, the difference. You can think you have it all sorted out. You can think you have it all to plan and everything like that, but something about the emotions involved with taking a live trade, it's just not existent when you're on demo. So the first time I took one, I remember feeling like my heart was gonna beat out of my chest. It felt like this like gambling sensation. And it's funny because my first couple trades were all wins. And I thought, wow, trading's easy. I started thinking about, you know, getting a Lamborghini, all the, you know, that crazy funny stuff that starts to fill through our brains after we start to win a few trades at the very beginning. But yeah, you quickly learn, you quickly get humbled quick. So yeah, first time I took a trade, guys, was just like anything for any of you guys. It was just nerve-wracking, exhilarating, and it made me realize this is what I want to do. The rush was unreal, and obviously that completely goes away as you go and as you develop and as you become better, but it's a journey. So yeah, I hope that hope whoever asked this question, I hope you're ready for that leap if you haven't made that jump yet, or you are, you know, you're not alone if you did feel that way, okay? Because we've all felt that way, and it's what makes trading fun. Everyone you look up to has been exactly where you were. Everyone you've looked up to has taken that first trade on their live account and has been absolutely ecstatic, absolutely blood pressure rising, heart rate bumping, exhilarating. So I hope that helps you. All right, guys, just wrapped up at the gym. Killer gym session. Just at Freshie now, gonna get a burrito and a wrap. I'll show you guys that, and then we're gonna go back and I'll bang out the rest of these questions for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, guys, we're back at home. We're back at home to film the rest of the questions. Thanks again for everyone who reached out and asked the questions. I hope you guys are enjoying them so far. But let's just jump right into it, guys. Where were we again? Oh yeah, okay. So 2 girlfriend questions here back to back. I got multiple questions about these. So the first one is, what is it like having a girlfriend and trading in terms of distractions and focus? Well, see, I'm lucky. I'm not just saying this because she's in the other room. I don't think I would be here today if it wasn't for mine. She was able to make the process so easy for me. She took some bills into her own hands. She really made the environment very, very easy for us. You know, we had already been living together for years. We've been together like 5 years now, but at the time we had already been living together for like 2 years. So she saw the vision, she believed in me, she saw the work I was putting it in, and she tried to, you know, make it as easy for us as possible in terms of, she's an accountant, right? So she was able to budget well, she was able to do all these things that were able to make it a lot easier on us. And yeah, truly without her, I wouldn't be here today. So it's all about finding someone who's actually, you know, in it with you through thick and thin, because I was a different person throughout this trading journey than before. It matures you, it stresses you out, your ups, your downs, and it's tough to have someone that's going to be there with you throughout all of that. It's easy to talk the talk that you will be with someone, but when you're put through tests and you know, they're stressed out all the time, and it's a tough journey at the very beginning. So I'm very, very blessed, very, very grateful that I have, Julia and stuff like that to just keep me sane and keep me level-headed, and just always cheer me on. And the support has just been amazing. The next question was, is your girlfriend interested in trading? And did she have any reservations for your trading? So she actually was interested in trading at the very beginning, a couple times, but it's just not for her. She realized it's not just for her. But as for any reservations or anything like that, no, she just truly believed in me 100%. And yeah, that's all it is. Like, she truly believed in me 100%. And now I can't wait to just spoil her like crazy. That's like one of my big motivations, is just, looking after the people that were there for me and supported me when I had nothing. So it's going to be a fun time. And yeah, just thanks for those two questions, because I haven't really talked about, that side of me at all. And I just think it's very, very important. If you guys, it's a very, very lonely game. Trading can be very, very lonely. So if you have someone with you that supports it full out and wants to see you do well and chase it, supports you chasing your dreams, don't let them go. Don't let them go. Question number 5, guys. What's the main thing that helped you to improve your trading psychology? I would say journaling, man. Journaling was everything for me in terms of being able to look back on where I would go wrong. Because if we're not journaling our trades and you're just doing the same things over and over and over again, it's not a mistake at that point. You're just being wrong, right? And how we learn is from mistakes, but we only learn if we actually go back and reflect on what we did wrong so we can make the tweaks. You know what I mean? To be 1% better every single day, like I said before, you can't be better the next day if you don't know what you did wrong the day before. So it's about having the self-awareness to identify what you did wrong, snap it so you don't do it wrong anymore, and you make less and less mistakes. You're gonna make a ton of mistakes at the beginning. It's all about making less and less as you go. And another thing that really helped me was having a long-term vision. If you think about it this way, you go to university for 4 years. You come out of university after 4 years without a guaranteed job, making little to no money. You're in all this debt, and now what, right? Now what? Whereas you put 4 years into trading, you are going to be in a completely different life. You are going to be in a completely different life. So it's all about thinking long term, and think about it that way. Like, people go to university for 4 years without a promised job. Put 4 years into this, and I promise you're going to thank yourself for it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about for that. All right, guys, question number 6. It's a 2-parter from Michael. How long have you been trading for, mate? I have been trading for, mate. I've been trading for 3 years this year, and it's friggin' flew by. That's 3 years, guys, of pure obsession, like 8 hours a day on the charts. You guys hear me toss that around, but I'm serious. I've been spending 8 hours a day on the charts for 3 years now, seriously. And I'm obsessed. It's a passion, it's an obsession. And I'm truly so, so lucky. And you know that quote? I think I've said it before. I know you guys have heard it. Do what you love, and you'll never work another day in your life. And that is so true. Because when I'm here, when I'm at this happy place, guys, this is where I have fun. This is where I want to be all the time. I struggle with relaxing. I struggle with, winding down and stuff like that, even though it's necessary. But this is what I love to do. And I feel like that's why I've been able to get such a hang of it, because I'm obsessed. And when you're obsessed, you just do things over and over and over again without caring about the timeline, without caring about any of that stuff. And that adds me to a point I want to add on to this is don't base where you are off of someone else's timeline, if that makes sense. Don't compare timelines, because my 3 years may be someone's 10 years. My 3 years may be someone's 1 month. I doubt that, because I truly have been putting in 8 hours a day. But what I'm saying is, there's a ton of variables that can go into it, right? Someone putting in 15 minutes a day versus someone putting in 15 to an hour a day for 3 years versus someone putting in 8 hours a day for 3 years. Who do you think is going to have the upper hand, right? It's all circumstantial on how much effort you are actually putting into your craft. And then off of there, you still can't compare it because everyone sees things differently. Some are quick learners, some are not. I was not a quick learner. I learned by just repeating. I'm not that person, and that's why I kind of struggled in school, because you're only taught to be a one-way learner, if that makes sense. You're tested on learning one way. Whereas, some people learn by doing, some people learn by watching videos, some people learn by reading notes. It's very, very different. So your timeline is going to be different. I just wanted to throw that in there. I'm not sure if, you're maybe comparing your timeline to mine, or it was just a question, but I get messages like this all the damn time. And I just wanted to cover it because I used to be there. I used to think, oh, so-and-so's here, so that means in 2 years I'm going to have this or I'm going to have that, when that's just not the case. Stay in your own lane, focus on yourself, your own timeline, it's your own life, and that's all that matters. Progress equals happiness. Remember that at the end of the day. So the second part for Michael is, have you always been trading your current strategy? No, I have not. Like many of you, started out retail, started out support resistance, trend lines, all of that kind of stuff, right? All the stuff under the sun. Found the shiny ball from marketing and stuff like that about smart money concepts. Bought a couple courses, was blown away by, an order block and stuff like that. Quickly realized that you need to learn way more than that to be consistently profitable. There's so much more stuff you need to know. Did mentorships with smart money concepts, all of these YouTube videos you could possibly see. And I just still was struggling with consistency. It's then when I looked inside and I just kind of morphed my own ways of doing things and kind of realizing trial and error of what's going on here, why is this happening, blah, 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 and then kind of morphing a strategy around how I think. Then I found out about ICT concepts, Inner Circle Trader. I'll link him in the description of the video, because for any of you guys who don't know what ICT is, he literally created all of the stuff you see online about smart money concepts. And it's just unbelievable the way he sees the market. The beauty thing about ICT stuff is he puts it out there for free, but it's so complex that I know he wants you to kind of like decipher it. And he said this before, what he's giving us online, you're supposed to decipher that and put it into your own kind of strategy that works for you, because we all see it differently. If you're out there trying to trade like ICT, a guy with 30 years experience, it's not gonna work for you, because that's his way of doing things. And even then, it's just, he, reticulates the information in such a unique way because he's so intelligent that he sees it differently than us. So it's about cracking the code, and that's why I love going through all his material. And I literally would go through everything, find the material, dissect what's going on there, and adding in pieces that you actually enjoy and pieces to your strategy that maybe you're missing. Don't go dissect the whole thing, because that's just not how it's going to work, in my opinion. You have to make tweaks and stuff like that. And that gets me to my point. I have my strategy right here that I live by, that I've been absolutely loving with. I do very, very well with this strategy. And I could give someone this word for word and they wouldn't understand, and they wouldn't have success with it, because they haven't done all the other internal work needed. Psychology is everything. And the next question is about how strong is the psychology side in trading compared to the technicals. And I want to tie this into what I'm saying right now, because it's everything. You can have the holy grail of strategies, but if you haven't actually done the work and trained your mind to see it and trained your subconscious mind what to look for and develop the patience, you're going to struggle with it. You're going to struggle with it, because trading is literally 90% mental, I would say. And then the rest is just kind of deciphering. It's like a game. The charts are like a video game, and it's all about just playing and playing and playing and playing and getting a hang of it and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. And then kind of, if you find something that works, take notes on it, study it, and then start to take notes on the stuff you're doing wrong. And then by doing so, you're going to start to build your own plan that is consistently profitable. And I just think you guys find someone who reticulates information the way your brain can take it in and absorb it, and stick with that. Stop looking around a million different places, blah, 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 because with Instagram nowadays, there's so many, gurus and people selling this, and it's going to get you just running in circles. So find something that works for you. Obviously, do your research on it. Once you see that, okay, maybe there's something there, test the crap out of it. Find what works for you, apply it to your personality, and you're going to have a great time trading. So Hope that kind of I relayed that into 3 parts there. I hope that makes sense. And let's get into the next question. So question number 8, guys, when did you realize you were ready to leave your 9 to 5 to trade full time? So I actually was making more on a 0.25 lot size than I was at my full-time job per day, which is kind of nuts to think 4-year degree and you're making less with a 0.25 lot size. So that just puts into perspective how excited I was to leave. But after that, it was just about, creating a nest for when I did go full-time, saved up a ton of money so that when I did go full-time, I didn't stress out because, one of my boys, Michael Bamber, reached out to him for a while before I actually made the jump full-time. He told me to save up like 6 months worth of rent and stuff like that. So saved up a bunch of money for rent. Didn't need 6 months worth of rent. Luckily, I was very, very lucky. Not lucky, but I did it at the right time because my trading was going very, very well. And there was just no stress, but having that cushion is very, very important. You want to make the jump as stress-free as possible. But one thing I will say is you're never going to feel 100% ready because it's such a big step, because it's so out of the comfort zone. It's going to feel like, oh, maybe I should wait for this. Maybe I should wait for this. But just know you're not going to get to that next level of your trading still living that current life. That's just not how it works. There's levels to this stuff. And you have to change your environment, right? You have to change your environment to grow. So I would say if you seriously have the bills all saved up and you're being consistent and stuff, take that leap because now you're able to go and put 8 hours a day into your own life rather than putting 8 hours a day into building someone else's business and then having your hours per day at the end of the night when you're tired, etc. You're able to put all that into your own dreams. So obviously only do that when you are ready, but I promise you it's never going to be a feeling where you're like, I'm ready to do this. You just got to take the leap and just make sure you're all good to go. Just make sure that you have like the bills and stuff. Don't go do it with a 0 savings and stuff. You got to be smart about it, okay? So I hope that helps, man. Question number 9. How do you deal with anger and frustration and how do you stay patient? Anger and frustration is something that we all feel with trading, especially at the very, very beginning, but even up until now, I still will get frustrated sometimes when I'm waiting all week for a trade and it'll miss my limit, or maybe I get swept out. It's been the markets these past bit since the war started. I have barely been trading. I haven't even traded this quarter 2 yet. And I think before that, I had only taken 1 or 2 trades. So in the last month, I swear I've taken like 1 or 2 trades, in all honesty. I've been super patient. I've been working on behind the scenes stuff, refining my skill, and I feel the best I ever have right now. I feel so good, and I can't wait to share some accomplishments later on this year. But for now, I'm just going to keep working behind the scenes. But take a step back, guys. These conditions right now are not normal. None of us have traded in conditions like this, right? So instead of standing in the fire, losing, take a step back and refine your skill set. Watch the live markets from a different lens and, journal what's going on and tweak your skill set. We can always be better. We're always a student of the game. So yeah, I would just say, realize that everyone gets frustrated sometimes. Realize that patience is everything. Patience is literally everything. It's a skill you have to develop in order to succeed here. And just journal your stuff. If you're ever angry and you're ever frustrated, get off the charts. That's my biggest advice, I would say, is take a step back, go for a walk. New opportunities present themselves the next day. The worst thing you can do is revenge trade with emotions, because guys, when emotions goes up, intelligence goes down. All right, guys, final question. Do you enjoy living like this? I mean, you seem to spend all your time working and reading. Does it not get boring? Like I said earlier, I absolutely love this. This is my life. I absolutely love this. I love reading because I'm just constantly growing, constantly trying to expand my brain. And but does it ever get boring? Of course it gets boring. Trading, being a full-time trader is not the glamorous thing 24/7 that you see online and on Instagram posts. You have to embrace being bored sometimes, but it's in these moments that you grow. You have to get comfortable with being bored. You have to embrace the boredom. You're doing the same thing every single day, but it's necessary in order to succeed. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be periods where you're patient. There's going to be times where you're winning trades every single day. There's going to be times where you have a losing week, but I love this stuff. I'm made for this stuff. This is my true passion. I love it more than anything, but of course it gets boring sometimes, but that's like anything. That's like anything. So just embrace the boredom and you're going to do just fine. So hope you guys enjoy this Q&A. Thank you so much for 3,000 subscribers. I literally cannot believe that we're already there. It seems like just yesterday I was literally at like 100. I literally have the screenshots in my phone, but it's been your boy Mac. What do I say? Every single video, let's be 1% better every single day. And I will see you guys next week. Take care, guys.